Alright, what's up guys? Today we are playing Odd Warrior. I've wanted to do this on like a full stream for a while. I think now that this new season has started, it's the perfect time because everybody wants to play fast decks, and we're going to slow them down. Hey Civ, what's up? I saw you finished what, 2 on Europe? Crazy, nice job. Nice. Yeah, what did you get? Or what did you use to get that finish? That's obviously quite impressive. I managed to avoid getting bored of my only good deck by swapping between multiple good decks. Nice. I mean, yeah, if there are like a bunch of good decks in the meta, switching decks is pretty strong. As long as you feel like you can pick up a new deck and play it accurately each time. Because sometimes I feel like if I haven't played a deck for a while, or if I haven't played a deck in the current meta, that actually don't do as well with it as if I just jammed the same deck over and over. But hey Igna, what's up? I have a bad tendency to swap to bad decks. I kind of have that tendency too, but fortunately I can monetize it in some fashion by putting it on stream. I played Apothecary Mech Rogue for a while. Then swapped to non-Reno Quest Mage. Jeez. And that was good enough. E is crazy. Did I play some Big Priest today? No, I disenchanted Katrina, so I'm probably not going to play Big Priest again. Pirate Apothecary with Whelp, then I swapped to Q-Block. I think Q-Block is pretty good in this meta. Were you running just like the regular egg version that Hijo runs? Hashtag NetDeck Hijo? Oh, for sure. Yeah, his lists are always good. Like, if you just want something that's, like, gonna win in the current meta, you can just steal whatever he just played. It's usually what I do. Couple of games of Secret Mage just to debate people. Yeah, if like there's one class that's really strong and you swap good decks between that class, it's so busted. Because mulligans are so important, and if people feel like they know what you're playing, especially if you are cycling between like aggro and control and they keep just the wrong cards, it totally screws them. It's the difference between having the cards that you need for the matchup and having the cards that you don't need. Which, like, should be evident how good / bad that is, but yeah. Hey Ghost, what's up? Everybody's showing up so quickly, which is awesome. One thing I noticed is that, so like on the most recent YouTube video I had, where I posted all those deck lists and I just put them in my Discord, a ton of people joined the Discord, which is awesome. Like that's the goal. That's pretty transparent. Like, hey, I want people to join my Discord so they know when I go live. And it worked. So yeah, thank you everybody for showing up so quickly. It's always good to get the stream off to a good start. How am I doing? I'm good. I had a pretty typical New Year's. Hung out with a couple friends, small party. We were just hanging out, and I got pretty drunk, as one does, and then I woke up hungover. So today I went and got some In-N-Out, smoked some weed. I slept for like 8 hours, and I feel totally fine again. So that'll do it. In and Out California? No, they have it here in Arizona too. But yeah, it's not very widespread. But yeah. I had no internet yesterday? Oh, yikes. That sucks. Well, I mean, at least it's a good day of the year to not have internet, you know. A lot of things to do. Although, I don't think non-Reno Quest Mage avoids the Holy Wrath Paladin problems. Not sure what you're referring to by that, to be honest. My hair is red now? My hair has been red. It's the same color. I think I've had it dyed red since I started streaming. Like you can see here if I get in close, I might be well illuminated right now, but you can see I have really long brown roots, so it doesn't show up too well on the camera, but you can take my word for it. Let's see. Uh-oh. I didn't even click the button. No, not Mal'Ganis. Dude, this is gonna make it so hard to Reckless Flurry, because I need to Reckless Flurry the whole board. But now he's gonna cube. That's so bad. No! Cube lock, why? Oh, he played the Fell Lord and I just couldn't clear it and I lost the fucking game. Alright, see ya. Yeah, 4 Guldans. 4 Guldans and like 5 dead Mal'Ganis. It's not gonna happen, chat. We're trying to find secret mages with this deck. We are not trying to find... Q blocks with 4 Guldans. Mechathune Warlock when? I don't know. I might play it if I feel like climbing this season, but I really don't care about climbing this season. The inevitable is upon us. Okay, so Warrior, it's probably Pirates, in which case we're reasonably favored, I would think. Eternium Rover on 1 is good.
This place is scary.
What? I don't know. Frightened Flunky seems pretty bad, but I don't know. It's probably indicative that we're playing against a deck that we beat. I don't know. Because if it's Taunt Warrior, I think you would play the quest. I would imagine. Because otherwise, what's the point of just playing a bunch of taunts, you know? Dude, what the hell? I tried to play the Reno Quest Mage deck yesterday. It didn't know what I was doing half the time, but it was still winning games. That sounds about right. I think Igna said something earlier. Yep. Played some of your Reno Quest Mage. It took me a while, and I still make some misplays, but I enjoyed it a lot. It's a really fun deck. It's not so fun to play against because it feels like they always just have the answers, but I do really enjoy the deck. So I'm gonna bash this guy. Hey, GG with the sub. 3 months in a row. One of my oldest supporters with the founder badge, guys. Show him some love. Pog Champion. Hey, Pog Champion indeed, sir. Welcome back. It's good to have you here. Cute Osuo. Thank you for the host. Appreciate that. Unfortunately, we just took 1 extra point of damage, so we have to lose a couple just to hit the Reckless Flurry, but it's good enough. Usually the Dinomatic will clear whatever he plays this next turn. So that's 2 health, so 3 more health, we can kill it. Okay, Stonehill, I can't. Why is my profile pic Snip Snap? It's because I rose to prominence during the Snip Snap era. So, paying homage to a dead homie. I promise, you guys are going to get a Longhouse emote. It's coming. It's just taking its time to get approved. But look, he's right there. Longhouse, say hi. An emote of his face is coming, and then you guys will actually have a better reason than before to subscribe. So. So it is turn 7 against Pirate Warrior, and so far we've taken -6 damage.
Your feeble magic amuses me.
Okay. Seems like that might change next turn. I don't think there's much sense in playing Deathlord here, because he's literally just gonna smack the Deathlord and that'll be that. If he leaves the mech up, and I would expect him to do it, then we can stick Ziliax onto the mech, which is very, very good. Guys, someone is going to have to explain to me why this Pirate Warrior just keeps trading over and over again. Someone's going to have to explain it, chat. Endless Joey, thank you for following. Appreciate that. Just in case we get Shoot Lackey, I'll wait. And just regular. Okay, that seems... I guess that's better than nothing, right? Just a way to spend mana. Rank 5 beginning of the month, non-legend player. But he's playing Pirate Warrior, guys. How is it even possible to not make legend playing Pirate Warrior? I mean, playing Town Crier and Frightened Flunky might be the best way, though. I mean, if you had to choose a Pirate Warrior deck list that wouldn't make legend, it might look something like this. But I mean, I'm actually struggling to clear right now. I think I just need to draw cards because my control tools can wipe out multiple cards at once. Okay, so I have all these Silverhand recruits. Dude, I honestly need to keep drawing. Like, it sucks to just keep drawing Pirate Warrior cards over and over again, but, I mean, he can only play so many cards per turn, and we really need, like, Brawl, Reckless, Flurry. I mean, all the stuff that's left in our deck is the stuff that we need. All the stuff that we have is not the stuff that we need. See, like, Reckless Flurry would be so good here, or Brawl. So he did finally deal some damage to us. Silverhand Recruit with Brawl is pretty good. I think we're just going to Cold Light and look for Brawl if we don't find it off the top. Yeah, Super Collider won't cut it. Oh my god. I guess we can just empty his deck. I don't know. If we just empty his deck and then... Okay, that's insane. It's like such a bad list. It's like, what if I played all the standard stuff instead of the wild stuff? But as soon as I find a fucking Brawl, I'll be good to go. I mean, maybe I won't. I'm already taking so much damage here. We didn't really find Shield Slam on curve, which sucked. No Brawls. Yikes. I mean, I guess we're fine if we just find Brawl, though, right? I mean... We just kind of brawl and then heal up, and I think that's it. I don't know. Okay, Reckless Fury would work, except for the fact that there's some 5 health guys on board. So... we're gonna Reckless Fury... Or Flurry, and then... It doesn't even smack the other dude because it's at 1 health. We're dead. He has Leroy. What a great deck, guys. It's a pure anti-aggro deck that can't beat aggro. That's so bad.
Embrace the chaos.
I feel like Deathlord could be bad against Priest. Rank 5 Priest has to be like, it's probably Big Priest, to be honest. These guys are always they'll play I don't know, dude. I was 3-0 last month with Odd Rogue versus Odd Warrior. Yeah, it really does feel like Odd Warrior doesn't beat anything. But I've seen people have good success with it. So it's probably Togwaggle. We don't run Elysiana in this deck, but we do run Azalina, so we can actually, like, after he plays the combo, we can play Azalina, and then if he plays the combo, we can reverse it or something like that. I think Azalina is a ticket to not losing here. Goku had some success with Odd Warrior. Yeah, I saw that. This is actually the list that I stole from him. I don't think there's any reason to evolve. Okay, Azalina's good. I guess we can just keep armoring up here. Okay. Reno Priest. I think that we're probably fine against Reno Priest because we just heal up a lot. Because Reno Priest, they basically just try and burst you down with the hero power. But they only have like a limited amount of damage, so technically, if we just heal up all the way, we should be okay. Excavated Evil's actually kind of good for us. Goku did hit number 2, but I stole it from him by the power of clearing Warlock quests with Q-Block and Ranked. Yeah, Q-Block, it can be like very aggressive, and it still feels really strong against aggro, like when you run Dark Skies and shit like that. So, yeah, a lot of promise in Q-Block. For sure, for sure. I don't think we're going to play the Reckless Flurries this game. You don't run Dark Skies? I'm still on Tal'Daram? Well, it makes sense why you beat those other decks. I mean, Tal'Daram is definitely... I'm not saying it's like a bad play, but I would say it is like pretty greedy, right? No, but I mean good for you if it had success, for sure. Play the weapon just to get a card out of hand.
Death does not scare me.
Tal'Daram on 3 is part of a nut curve versus an aggro deck that is not high rolling the hell out of you. What's your typical Tal'Daram target? Egg into Tal'Daram? Yeah, you can also copy your opponent's minions, right? Like sometimes if your opponent gets something that's like not very well statted but has a crazy effect, you can copy it. It used to be, and I'm showing my Hearthstone boomer age here. So it used to be Patches had charge. Do you guys remember that? And you could just copy Patches, and you just got a 3/3 with charge on turn 3. R.I.P. guys. So we can burn 2 cards here. I heard he was in charge now, but it doesn't seem like he is anymore. Yeah, I thought he's lost control, guys. He's truly lost control. I think why burn the cards when we can just wait until the end of the match for Bran Cold Light, and just overdraw him to death? He has no clear for the Bran? Okay, now we have to overdraw him. For sure, for sure. We're overdrawing ourselves a little bit, but... Okay, he lost the Anduin. So we need to get down to like 6 cards if we want to not burn anything here. So we have 4 mana. So really we can just play like 2 guys or 2 cards. Okay, that's kind of sick. So not perfect, but we do just get 4 free overdraws on him. Okay, well we just overdrew just about every card that he could possibly ever want, so I think this game is over, guys. He's got 3 cards, we have 7. And yes, I know that it's hitting our own guy. It's because if there's 3 guys and there's a minion left, we want to pull the minion. When did you switch to Battlegrounds? Cobalt Guardian and Bran in play? I mean, it's just Hearthstone for you, dude. You try and play wild, and the devs can feel it. They want to pull you back in. Cobalt OP on tier 3, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know why you would lie about that, because it's definitely it's way too good. So we have 73 health. Yeah. But yeah, you can't get more boomer than Blood Imp being a 1/1 that gave all minions +1 health as an aura. I actually don't remember that, so that is ultimate boomer.
Ever jousted a dragon?
What if he plays Tog and Murazond? Well, we actually have Azalina for that, so we would be fine in that case. So he literally had the Plate Breaker, and we actually don't even care. He has a Reno left. So what cards are in his hand? Yeah, that one. Sure, sure. I mean, Shield Slam and or Brawl will be enough here. I think this would actually be a good time to just Reckless Flurry, because otherwise our armor's going to get out of hand and we won't be able to play it later. Got him. See, that game is pretty exemplary of why I don't think Plate Breaker is a good card at all. Because it doesn't win you the game versus armor decks. Like, it actually doesn't win you the game versus armor decks. I think people don't realize that. They think it does, but it's usually doesn't matter, and most classes aren't armor classes.
Come, embrace the chaos.
I don't remember what the other nerf they did to early game Warlock minions. Flame Imp used to deal 2 damage to you, still does, for Flame Imp anyway. Is it not 3? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's been so long since I played Zoo. I don't remember either. Yeah, it's not like Flame Imp really sees playing wild, so okay, people are saying it's 3, so alright, Civ, we're playing against the egg Q block, so you're gonna have to give us some guidance here. Oh, we're already losing. Rough, guys. So we could just play the Flurry here. I think playing the Flurry is strong because it's going to be so hard to hit a big Flurry later, especially if he's applying pressure. Let's just get Shield Slam off of block. Bash. Okay, well Bash doesn't really cut it. I play Egg Q block because I don't know how to lose with Odd Warrior versus it. That's fair. I really cannot imagine a scenario in which we win this game. Like, I don't know what cards we would have to draw, but I think it would have to be kind of insane. I think Bash Shoot Lackey on the 4/4 could be good. If he's playing all of these eggs, he's playing a lot of egg destruction. Oh, Jesus, what? So this isn't even what this is Galakron egg bullshit. So if he keeps drawing a bunch of cards, like if he plays the 4-mana Invoke guy at some point, then we can overdraw him with Bran Cold Light, Cold Light. Our hand is looking a little thick right now, though, on account of having Bran Cold Light, Cold Light. Yeah, that 5/5 is rough, and then Brawl doesn't even clear. All of these guys being buffed kind of hurts.
Unity, precision, perfection, primitive.
We'll give it our best shot, guys, but I don't know. I don't know how this one's gonna turn out.
Bones of the fall.
I'm really surprised he didn't trade there, because now we get to put a 1/1 into a 7/1. Actually, we get even better here. So that was like the perfect draw. So this guy doesn't do the Q block stuff, so it means that if we could deal with the eggs, we're probably fine, but we don't really have anything to deal with the eggs. How does this deck do against Quest Reno Mage? Not horribly, but not great either. Like, you can take games off them, but I wouldn't say it's probably not winning. Because they have all the time in the world to set up, like, a massive combo. So he's got 2 eggs, so we're gonna have 3 guys left, unless the egg lives. Okay, egg living is dope. And then Deathlord could just pull something bad. He's already down to 12 cards, so the overdraw game plan seems like okay-ish. Oh, it had to pull. That's such a good board already. The literal next turn. Corbett tried Galakron Warlock for kicks and it did decent. Yeah, actually, I did see that. I saw that happening. Yeah, he finished top 5 with it because he was jamming it at the end of the season. I think his build was a little bit different. I don't think it ran all the eggs, but I would have to take a look at it. I'd be down to play it, though I am having fun with this. Odd Warrior, though you guys might not be able to see it. Okay, so we just overdrop the rest of his deck. That seems kind of good. So he has the Galakron in hand. So if he's probably gonna trade and play the Galakron. Yeah. Okay. Pretty nutty demons. Where's the Brawl, though? Like, I know that we aren't gonna get it, but, like, shouldn't we have gotten it? Shouldn't we have gotten the Brawl? We don't run Plague of Wrath, so I don't know what our out would be to clear this board. Technically we could Quartermaster and Dispel Guy into Brawl. When Quartermaster does let us Shield Slam something. He's got 28 on board. We can't really take away like any of that. We can't overdraw him either, because we can draw him for 3, 4, and 5. Which is a lot, but it's not enough. So we do have to survive till next turn. We could Ghoul, trade that, takes 4 off. So we dropped him down to 16, so he probably can't kill us this turn. He might have... So he does have Grim Rally and Power Overwhelming in hand, which would give him 1, 2, 3, 4, 8 extra damage. Oh, he just buffs all his guys. 26. Yeah, okay. Okay. I get it, dude. If only I had drawn the Brawl, right? I mean, I just needed one. It would be so much more fun to play this deck if it beat anything, right? Like, beating people with Odd Warrior is hilarious, except for the fact that it doesn't beat anybody. I have no idea how Goku could make top 2 with this thing. Like, I don't even know how you could make top 2 from rank 3 with this shit. EU players, you keck W, but it's literally true, dude. The only way this works is if you have like some ridiculous pocket meta. I think this is all pretty good against Mage. What's up? I did get extremely high rolled by Azreno Quest Mage a few times. Makes sense. I mean, that deck will roll over anybody. I think there were a fair few Pirate Warriors. I can imagine. It explains the Gluttonous Ooze, right? Ooze is It's good against... Technically, it's good against Alaneth. It's okay. Fair amount of Warlock on EU as well. Yeah, if I wanted to climb right now, I would probably try the Mechathune. I feel like whatever pocket meta I'm seeing, I have it in my head that Mechathune beats it. Like, I feel like Mechathune should win a lot more than it's represented on ladder. But I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to just jam the same couple decks and like hit rank 1 in like a day, because that's boring. It's a lot more interesting to play something trash and actually achieve something with it. Fuck it, let's pull 2 minions from his deck.
I am not always perfect.
So if he didn't play any minions on top of this, then Dinomatic clears, but I would call that unlikely. Problem with early legend, you won't find games or anyone in queue until half the month. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly the problem with early legend. It's just like, it's just not worth it. I think it was important to get that Divine Shield off. That's why you play Odd Warrior in the beginning of the month. Yeah. Yeah, and not hitting Legend is better for streaming. Right, just because you're able to find games. And also you're able to find games against people who are less competitive, so you yourself can play worse stuff and get away with it for... I think dropping Ysera could be good. Like if we ever just really don't have anything to play whatsoever, we'll just drop Ysera. How's Milrogue? I haven't played Milrogue since my last video, but it's very fun. It's a lot of fun, I'll give it that. Honestly, now that the rank really doesn't matter, I would be down to bust out the Milrogue. We could bring it back, guys. So I would say this seems as good a turn as any to Ysera. Ysera Awakens is strong. You should let Corbett know that you're playing Mill so he can be featured in another video. Yeah, I'll let him know to queue up against me. I'll trick him and say that I'm playing some meta deck, and then I'll be I'll actually surprise him when I'm playing Mill. No, that game, I was watching that game over again in the video, and the fact that I beat him in that game was crazy. Like, so many things had to go perfectly right, and did, for that to happen.
I shall bring you wrath. Such a perfect specimen. Such a perfect specimen.
I think getting another Ysera is good. Zola can be good for Cold Light, like if you Cold Light and then Zola early on so that you still have Brand Cold Light later. But I think 2 Yseras just gives us a lot of value. It just gives us ways to spend mana before we're in trouble, which is powerful. Man, 3 mana 3/5 can be targeted. Really strong, guys. So if he doesn't kill any of these guys, then we can send in the 2 guys in Celiax to trade. I'm usually inclined to not leave this guy on board, because if he makes extra copies of it, it's a little strong. I faced a Dragon Hunterish deck recently. First Fairy Dragon, then a 5/4 Dragon, both can't be targeted by spells. Yeah, the effect is very powerful, the can't be targeted effect. Yeah, it's just good.
I dream the world trembles.
So I like this because it forces him to continually play reactively. Dream is just great. Because one thing that we can do with Dream, guys, keep this in mind, is that we can fill up his hand. We can fill up his hand and then Dream a guy back, and it just destroys it like sap.
Thank you.
Playing on NA? Yep. Kind of annoyed at how these Reckless Flurries are just going to clog up my hand. Oh my god, Concerned Mom. Mom just hosted us for 109 viewers. Mom, I hope you're still doing well after that 12-hour stream. I saw that. Very impressive from you. I was in your stream earlier, and like I said, I told you I was quite hungover, and so that was at like 2 p.m., and I slept until like 10 p.m. But I kept the stream on, I think. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for the host, Mom. You're a real supporter of the stream. I appreciate it. And also, just so you know, I know that you probably go to bed after hosting, but you should know that I always pass it forward, right? I always give people hosts who deserve it. Small wild streamers. So your viewers are going to good use, even if they have to watch me for a couple hours first. So thank you. Welcome, Mom viewers. We are professional button clickers today. Odd Warrior. So far it's been pretty bad. Pretty bad. I think the one game that I won... I had one game that I won on stream, and then one game that I won off stream. It's mostly just been losses. But it's fun. Oh, hi Longhouse. Sorry, Longhouse is currently trying to eat the mic, so whatever you guys are hearing, that's him. If that's the case, we came to the right stream. I hope you did. I hope you interpret it as having come to the right stream. I'm gonna go to bed and try to get forget Hearthstone exists. Have a good stream. I will be the Hearthstone entertainment your viewers need when you no longer have the energy to carry on. I'm gaining all this armor. All of these cards are just bricks in my hand. So I'm running into a problem, which is that when we do Bran, Cold Light, we're just gonna burn our entire deck? Hey, no. You do not eat my headphone cord. Or my mic cable.
Must burn them all.
The best Wild Hearthstone content is made in the throes of despair as streamer unleashes their tilt gradually as their salt levels rise. I've had some rare moments on stream like that, and I think people really enjoy it, but I can't keep it up. It's not sustainable, guys. That shit will drive you fucking crazy. Okay. Yeah, I'm fine with that brawl because I really just want to get the brawl out of hand. The only problem is that a greedy-ass deck like this probably runs N'Zoth, and we do want multiple clears for, like, N'Zoth-type boards. Now that we have Bran, Cold Light, let's see, 5 cards versus 5 cards, but we have a ton of armor, and he does not have a ton of armor. Return it to his hand. Yeah, I'm gonna do that this turn. So I think we burn 1 here. Oh, we don't? Okay. R.I.P. So do we ever just Gluttonous Ooze? Instead of... Well, actually, the draw game plan is too important, because look, he's at 16 health and we're at 84. We actually don't burn any cards. We overdraw, but we don't burn any cards. That's actually pretty crazy, but quite good for us. See, because now he renos. He renos, and that's fine. But his overdraw, his fatigue is going to kill him, like, so fast. I mean, I guess if he plays something like N'Zoth, he's in good shape, but... Does he Zola back the Reno? No? Okay.
I will not be denied.
Main decking Amalgam? I know, that's kind of Monk-S. Dude, Longhouse is so fat. He's so fat, guys, that he was just pawing at this Chick-fil-A sauce. I'm gonna be honest, guys. Ever since Chick-fil-A is like, okay to eat again, I've been fucking with it real heavy. Since they gave up the hate dollar donations, it's really hard to stay away from Chick-fil-A. That chicken's really fucking good, dude. Huh. Huh. That is some good chicken. It hasn't been okay to eat before. Now, they had a bunch of donations to like, groups that were vehemently anti-gay. But they ended those donations, so it's good again. Okay, so 6 damage ain't shit. We could just play our dude and brawl.
A conundrum.
It's really bad if this lives. Really, we want the ooze to live? I'm not sure, though. That could be worse. I mean, we did take out the ooze after all. Because he doesn't have a way to heal. So in 2 turns, he just dies. Because...
Life and hope are one cycle.
For Blackwood!
So next turn he does... So thinking about it like this, chat. So next turn he does 23 damage, and then we take 8 from fatigue. So 23 plus 8 is 31. We have more than 31 armor. So the only problem is that if we take 31, then we have, what, 13 left? 13's definitely enough to clear the board. I don't want him to summon... I think, yeah, Lotheb is good because it prevents some of that damage going face, because like, he wouldn't not trade. He has to trade to stay alive. But then we can still flurry this board next turn, I think. He can create a guy with the hero power. I think it might have been better to Azalina there.
I can see into your power.
Your tenacity is
Well, he did the math. 50% win rate, chat? This deck is insane. I'm going to put that in the title of the YouTube video. 50% win rate Odd Warrior. And people are going to be like, Jesus Christ, how did he manage that? Is it impossible to get Devile from Zephyrs? Yeah. Zephyrs only gives basic and classic cards. Defile is,
chaos.
from what, like Kobolds and Catacombs or something? I don't know what Druid is. The problem is that if it's aggro Druid, I really want Reckless Flurry. And if it's not aggro Druid, I really don't want Reckless Flurry. But so I'm going to assume it's not. Just keep one Deathlord. Jonah Raw, thank you for following. Yeah, what's up, dude? I've seen your name around like forever. I think you're one of the OGs of Wild, so welcome. Thanks for being here. So if he really wants to win this game, he could just play Jade Idol on 1, and I'd literally concede on the spot. How does one win against Jade Druid? Your only plan is just to overdraw all of their idols with Brand Cold Light, Cold Light. If you're talking about this deck, and obviously that's a super long shot, like it's just not something that really happens ever. Because what they should be doing, right, if you are a deck that never loses as long as you can shuffle Jade Idols into your deck, then what you do is you just find a Jade Idol and you hold it in your hand the entire game. And then when you run out of cards, then you play it. And make sure that you like basically always have a Jade Idol in hand so that there's nothing that they can do about it. But obviously, not every Jade player is a genius, and it could be combo Druid, in which case we could pull like Aviana here and win. Summon a minion from your deck is kind of scary because it means that the minions in his deck are probably huge. I guess we'll just prepare to shield slam it. Pleasure to be here. Pleasure to have you here. Thank you. Big Druid? I hope so, guys. It's been too long since we've seen some big Druid.
What a ball.
I don't want to get spreading plagued. So just trade and keep gaining armor, I think. You can win with Azalina if you get ahead on board and play Azalina on turn 7. True, that's actually another way to do it. I'm finally doing it playing Odd Warrior. Hey, what's up, Slight? I am, in fact, finally playing Odd Warrior. I think we just have to slam this guy. Because we've got to get through to the Vargo. So are we comfortable pulling a minion from his deck? I don't think we have a choice if we want to kill the Vargoth. Did I inspire you? Sure. Sure, why not? Kartut. So it's a N'Zoth deck. N'Zoth decks gives us so much problem. Especially when it's the Death Rattle Reborn. I mean, Reckless Flurry could help us. Minion from his deck. Okay. So we could probably flurry this, because like what else are we gonna do? I think a good play would be to brand Zola and then Quartermaster. So that way we get some extra brands, so we still have brands to do brand things. But we also get the double up on Quartermaster. We don't get any double up on Lackeys, which is lame, because you need 10 mana for that. Though we could just play Lotheb this next turn and then set up that play, where we double up on a Lackey. Yeah, actually, I do like that, guys. I'm gonna do it. No reason to play the Rover if it just dies. We don't need armor. We'd be better off. Like, we have a Ghoul in hand, so... It's just 1 mana, 2 free armor. With at least 2 armor coming later with the Ghoul, so... Okay, not enough pressure to be worried about here. Gain 6 armor, add 2 lackeys to our hand. The only problem sometimes is you don't have a clear win condition in Odd Warrior, so you have to be smart with all your resources. Yeah, it's a deck that doesn't feel like it requires you to know the deck well, but it really does. Like, it feels like you can just click the button over and over, but you have to know exactly how many resources your opponent has, which resources will clear those resources, and also, like, can you get them in time? And it used to be that Odd Warrior didn't always run this brand Cold Light stuff, but now that it does, that's another big factor too, because you have to, like, plan, especially against these control decks. I mean, I wouldn't call this a control deck, but you guys know what I mean. You have to plan ahead. Like, how you're going to draw them all their cards. Like, are you going to kill them with fatigue, or are you just going to burn everything? These Death Lords are helping accelerate him drawing to fatigue, which is cool. The only problem is if we have no Cold Light, these brands are pretty useless. This new Ysera card, guys, you may not realize it, but it's insane. It's so good. I've been playing it in Jade Druid, and any time that you just play this card and don't lose the next turn, you win. You play this and then UI, and it summons like 30 worth of stats like every time. I crafted it for the Chinese Jade Druid because I was just curious if it was any good, and turns out, yeah. Yep, it's good. In case you needed me to tell you, now you know. We can play some Jade Druid after this if you want, guys.
A simple spell should do.
Chinese Jade Druid? Yeah, it runs Ysera is basically the big change, as it runs the new Dragon Ysera. Dragons are much bigger on average compared to demons. They totally are, yeah. The average dragon is kind of big, because if you think, like how many small dragons are there? Like 5? And how many big dragons are there? There's like 40. So the odds are actually pretty good. It's not something you might realize right away, but it's true. Okay, that's weird.
I will silence this.
Dragons shall need there's no shelter.
12/12's kind of cool. What I really want is I want this to happen. I want a bunch of dragons to come down on board in the exact same turn. Okay, Caligos is just... If he runs UI, he could 0 mana UI right now, but his hand is so full. If we drew a Cold Light, it would be the time to play it. But yeah. He's got a balance, like... I don't know if drawing all these cards is good. I feel like if he keeps drawing, he's going to run into some trouble, A, because the more Dream Portals he draws, the better value I get from my Brawl. But also just the closer he gets to Fatigue, and this deck really wants him to have a full hand close to Fatigue. Like, we are definitely down for that. I'm toying around with a Reno Warrior that I can share. That's interesting. What does it do? Like, what is the point of the Reno Warrior? I mean, I know it's not going to be as good as the other Reno decks, but does it do anything cool? Because if it does something cool, I'd be down to check it out. But if it's just like a worse Reno deck, I don't know. Okay. So I guess we just brawl again. Ooh, we won the brawl. Oh, hi, Longhouse. And it's definitely smart to play as many cards as possible because we are either going to Azalina or draw. So he's got 7 cards in his deck, but how many Dream Portals have been drawn? Like, if we... Oh no. It's Hadronox Druid, guys. It's pretty neat. Alright, let's see if we can just kill him with Fatigue. Nice, nice.
I'm almost out of cards.
Wow, we burned all of those portals. Oh, so good. Man, his armor totals are actually so crazy that he's like not really in all that much danger. He's kind of doing the same thing as us, but better. He's doing the same thing as us, but with tempo instead of defense. Jesus. Oh, I'm dead. Okay, that was kind of crazy. I think that's enough of the Odd Warrior, to be honest. The Odd Warrior, it's killing me, guys.